But let's see, these conveyor belts are now 8 items a second. Perfect. Alright, so if we can get one saturated conveyor belt worth of watermelon, we should be pretty set. So let's go ahead and figure that out. So let's just start by finding a place where we can make that. So we need a circle, red, and green paint. Okay, so here we are. Found a good spot for it. We got our circle, we got our red, and our green paint. So let's start by just making one first and then see how we can make it scalable. So we have one circle. We need to cut it at least twice. Oops, that's not quite right. Like that, and then like this. So we get the circle in, and now we should be getting 4 halves. Oh no, we gotta rotate it before we cut it again, right? Right. Okay, now we put the cutters in. And we should be getting 4 little corner pieces. Perfect. Now, let's see. Let me just make sure that when we stack two of these lower right-hand pieces on top of each other, we get that little layered shape to it. So, does this give us... That's not what we want. We want it counterclockwise. Okay, that gives us what we want. And if we put those into a stacker... Yep, we get that little wedge shape there. Perfect. So that's what we're gonna need. I think what we could do... They come out of the cutter at 1.5 and they go into the painter at 1. Color mixer at 2. 1.2, sorry. I don't need any color mixers actually. And our stacker is 0.75. So this is the slowest item that we're gonna have to deal with. So, let's see here. What's the best way to do this painting? I could paint each half and then split them and merge them back together, but I don't think that's really what we want to do. I think what we're going to want to do here is take these pieces, paint them as they come out, one side red, one side green, and then combine them at the end. So this is a good start. We needed... I think it was 1 rotation here, right? So that's bottom corner, bottom corner. This is top right corner. So we're gonna need, give me the rotator. 1 non-counterclockwise, yep. And this one's gonna need 2 rotations of either type. Yep, okay. Alright, so that's good. We have all bottom corner shapes like we need. And now where do we go from here? I think we look at the painting. We need 1 painter of red and 1 painter of green. So if we just take these guys and shoot them off in different directions, go here. Now we're gonna need 2 painters. How fast is this extracting? That's probably fast enough at that point. Something like that. Oops. Okay, now we got the green ones there. Green ones are on the bottom. And let's get the red. Alright, perfect. So that's exactly what we need to do. We just need to scale it up. So this part is important. That's how we're going to start everything off. Let's delete the rest. And let's get a good amount of those guys. So our cutter can do 1.5 items a second. So our conveyor belt can hold up to 8. So 8 divided by 1.5 is 5.3 repeating, so we need 6 cutters to get up to the 8 conveyor belt speed. So we need this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then we need to extract at a rate of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7.2, 8 items a second. Okay. And we need to get a 1 to 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's put in a new current. Go to the old one. I can delete it because we're done here. Delete. Splitter. 1, 2, 6. Go back. Plop it down there. Hook all those up. Okay. So, what do we do now with all of those? I need to group them up to paint them. What's the best way for me to do that? So this is going to be 1.5 item, 1.5 item. So these are all going to be coming out at 1.5 a second, right? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 6, which is 24 outputs. And I want to get 12 of them to be red and 12 of them to be green. So we got to do 2 sets of 6. We want like a 6 to 1 maybe? Or is that even, that's not even, I don't think that's the problem I'm trying to solve here really. I'm trying to figure out how to best paint these. These are 1 item a second, and this is 1.5 items a second. So if I just do this, it should be coming out 1 a second, right? Okay. So now I want to look at here and look at produced. Come down to this guy. 2 a second. That shouldn't be possible. It should be 1.5 a second, right? 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. It should only be 1.5. How can it be more than 1.5? I don't understand that. Okay, so it's getting down to that 1.5. So I do need to split them up, unfortunately, it seems like. So each one of these needs to go to 2. Because if I do it with just 1, we will see that it drops down to 1 a second. At least that's the assumption I'm making right now, and that's why I feel like we need to split each one into 2 individual lines. Yep. That's what it looks like. Alright. So let's figure this out here. Well, maybe I'll just move it back into 8. Just do a 6 to 1 on each of those guys. Now each of these has 1.5 items a second. Or no, not 1.5, sorry. So each of these is 8 a second. And now we need 8 painters. So we gotta take each of these and put them to 1 to 8. That's what it seems like. And I'm gonna be trampling on all my red and green paint. I guess I can get it from elsewhere. And now I need to figure out the best way to get each of these into a painter. Okay, so I need half of these to be red and half to be green. And there are, what do we say, 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 4 is 32 of them. So I need 16 reds and 16 greens. And they each work at 1 a second, so I need to produce 16 red paints a second and 16 green paints a second. So that is going to be, what, 8 a second And then I split it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 items a second. 8 items a second. Okay. And then I split that into 8. And then I do another one and I split that into 8. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to get those shapes out of this mess. And then the next layer of red comes in. I'm gonna start running into some issues. I guess I can start combining these guys in like an 8-to-1, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 painters. So I want an 8-to-1 out of there. That's not it. Where's my big diagonal line? There it is. Put that guy in. And get him the heck out of there. Oh, wait, no, that's not gonna... Oh, we did all the red paint already, so that is fine. Now we just do it all again. Okay. So that should be 8 a second of those guys. Now we gotta do it for green. Oh boy. Alright, finally got all of those shapes out. This sucks. I think I really should have found a place with 2 circles next to each other and done that. I feel like that would have saved me a lot of headache. So now I gotta get all these stacked on top of each other and at 8 items a second. So I need 11 stackers. Why are these not coming over? Oh, I forgot to get rid of the trash. My computer is also chugging to try to render all these shapes. Anyway, so I need, how many of those did I just say? 11? 8 divided by 0.75 is 10.6 repeating, so I need 11 stackers. I'm gonna put them way out here. Maybe I'll just do 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the reason I would do 12 is so that I can have both of them do a 1 to 6 instead of one of them 1 to 6 and one of them 1 to 5. And that way I can be guaranteed that I'm getting the same rate out of each of these lines. I don't know if that's the right way to go about it, but it's what I'm gonna do. Take these and move them even further back. Alright. So the stacker, once again, the right input is placed on top of the left input. So we need the right input on each of these to be red. So we're gonna do that. And just for fun, I'm gonna make everything that I can a tunnel. Alright, so I can do this, right? And it gets me in there. But then, because I'm using this type of tunnel over here, I can't use that same type of tunnel to get across. And the first type of tunnel isn't long enough to get me over to there. So what do I do in this situation? Do I need to change something about the way I lay out the red? Let me try it with the next green and see if I run into the same issue here. If it's... It might just be for that one individual piece. Yeah, but I'm cheating here because this part isn't made yet. So I gotta delete that. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this at another time.
Much later.
Alright, and we are back. Had to take a quick break because I was losing my mind to all of the mess that we are making here. So, we still have to figure out how to get this guy across and into our stacker, but other than that, it looks like we're hopefully set. We might have some problems here. Maybe we honestly need to move these stackers some, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, I'm just gonna keep putting these guys in, and we will probably just figure it out as we go. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna figure it out as we go. We're just gonna delete all this and figure it out first. Okay. Ooh, going the wrong way. Alright. So I think what might be best for us is to switch one of these here so that we actually have, you know, each color in one of these sets of two. So we're gonna start by doing that. Bring this guy down into here. And this guy's gonna come up and over into there. And we're gonna have to trash everything in here so that we get the right color coming out now. We get rid of all the colors that were in there previously. Looks like we're set. Alright. So now we need to create that layer of stackers again. The right input is placed on top, so we need the red on the right hand side and the green on the left hand side. So he can come there. Okay. Now we're going to bring these reds in. Just like that. Alright. Simple enough. And luckily we can do this. Okay, maybe we can't do exactly that, but we can just put it over here, which is good enough. Okay, and now we combine all of these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go over to our splitters. We have 6 inputs. We want 1 output. Jump back. 1 and 2. Alright, we hook these up. And I think we're off to the races at that point. But I wouldn't hold my breath too soon. Because it's likely I've messed something up in this whole mess. Alright. Let me bring this guy over to here. And merge them together. And now we need to get that to the hub, which is all the way back here. And those should be coming in. I mean, it's a very long conveyor belt. There we go. So we gotta hit 8 a second. I don't know how long it needs us to hit that. Like, is it just a peak rate, or do we need to like sustain it for a few seconds? But I guess we'll find out. We'll see. Any second now. There they come. .2 a second. What's that? 3.2 a second. There we go. Alright, so I guess we had to do it for like 2 seconds or so, but we did it, and that factory looks awful. So I've unlocked storage. It allows you to store items up to a given capacity. It prioritizes the left output so you can use it as an overflow gate. Alright. Oh, now we gotta make this shape. That's part of our, I think it was the belt upgrade. Alright, so we already have this base. And if we go back to whatever factory's making that, we can end up making this white shuriken and placing it on top. So I think that'll be the next video, is we're gonna go ahead and do that. And we'll get the quad cutter, which would make this thing so much easier. In any case, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm going to try to make these videos a little shorter. They've been bordering on like 25, 30 minutes. So I'm going to see if I can do some serious cuts on this one. And let me know what you guys think of that. I mean, you don't get to see quite as much of the factory development, but it's a much shorter video to watch. But in any case, drop a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. Feel free to hit subscribe if you want to see some more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.